Everybody join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you have a cell phone, please silence it. I'm trying to do right now myself. All right, I'm gonna call an audible here because we under new business item A, we have Mr. Kyle here from the Brockway Truck Preservation Association. And I'd like to go ahead and get him up and out.
Okay, where would you like me to stand? Just
You
right
can
here?
stand right there, yep.
Okay, that's so he introduced me as Mr. Kyle, please call me Todd. I still have to work for a living.
Oh,
Okay, I am the president of the Brockway Truck Association, and as you know, we've had the show here in Homer for the last few years. This year, we would hope to have it here again. I believe a couple of years ago I was here. And we talked about dedicating the second Saturday in August, always, as Brockway Truck Show. Excuse me, and this year it's gonna come early because the first is on the Saturday. So we'll be looking at August 8th to take place in the village. The truck show starts, of course, on the 6th, which is Thursday. And then there's a big truck Husky Run, which goes around the area, the county. And a luncheon afterwards. This year we've lost a very good member of the Brockway group who was inspirational in our start and building the place. So there's a celebration of life Friday at noon at the museum. And we expect to have a lot of people for that. And they'll also take part in this Husky Run, we call it, this truck thing. So they'll be coming through the village sometime too, on Friday. But again, the main event, the parade and everything will be Saturday, August 8th. I talked to Bob, Bob's working on his permits with the state and closing down Main Street. We're in hopes that the village will take care of us like they have in the past with the Porta Johns and the sanitation and they did a shuttle service for us. And I believe the village put out some cornhole games and stuff like that for the kids. I know you've done a great job for us in the past and we're looking forward to it. The response from everybody all over the country, well, actually, all over. There's people coming from Canada, from we've had people here from Australia, as far away as Australia. So this is kind of an international show, not just the national Broadway Truck Show. But everybody loves Homer. They love the green, they love the merchants, they love the not-for-profits. Tim, I think you guys did real well that day, fire department.
Well, that's be part of the motion.
What's that?
Part of the motion.
But we hear good things from the Legion and from the churches and things like that. We try and keep it limited to not-for-profits. We don't want food trucks and vendors and stuff like that coming in. So it works good for everybody in the community. So I hope everybody's on board with it. Any questions I can answer?
we'll work with you. We'll break out what we had for last year and make sure it still meets the needs and requirements.
Okay,
But I would entertain a motion from the
I'd like to
board.
make a motion that we allow to do it forever. 75-degree word, 500 hass we're in.
no, and the guys, the group themselves, I don't know what it is. We serve chicken Saturday night, but they still love the fireman's chicken and I guess nobody can get enough chicken. So.
Very nice.
Okay, I make a motion that we allow that we do it and help with what we've done in the past.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Great.
Thank you. If you have any questions or whatever, you have a cell phone number,
Yep.
Pat, please call me.
Will
okay?
do.
Anytime, I usually answer the phone, if I'm awake, I'll answer, okay? So, thank you very much for everything, and again, let's keep that date, firm, second Saturday in August,
All right.
okay?
Thanks.
Thank you very much for your
Thank
time.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Approve the minutes from 2/24 and 2/24/2026.
I move that we approve the minutes from 2/24/26.
Okay, can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion?
Just a note of thanks to Nicole Brandt, who only just started so recently, for doing a great job. We really appreciate the work.
Mike didn't have any comments on this one, so. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard, motion carried. And Mike, I do, but I really appreciate you.
His editorial detail.
Yes, yes. All right, can I get a motion to pay the bills?
Gonna make a motion to authorize the payment of the bills to close out fiscal year 2026 from the 8 fund vouchers, 1297 through 1332 in the amount of $13,571.82. From the F&G fund vouchers number 394 through 402 in the amount of $90,519.32. And then to start fiscal year 2026 through 2027. From the 8 fund vouchers number 1 through 22 in the amount of $37,185.17. From the F&G fund vouchers number 1 through 5 in the amount of $6,664.12. And from the TNA fund voucher number 1 in the amount of $30,902.79.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Discussion, group health insurance was $30,902.79. That was a large chunk from the A fund. From the F and G, the sewage treatment, which is, was $88,475. And then refuse was another big expenditure of $22,490. So those were our big outlays on these. All right, any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Motion to pay the bills is approved. All right. Codes report. I just need to talk with Adam. They had 39 James Street. It should be 35 James Street.
I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the codes report with that correction.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Motion carried. All right. Dogs. Anything, motion to approve the dog report?
So move.
Can I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None heard. I'm sorry, did somebody have any discussion on that? DPW,
I'll make a motion that we approve the DPW report.
I have a second,
I will second.
discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None heard. Okay, Fire department. Jay, do you have anything you want to add on the fire department?
No, our IT thing kind of got messed up. I couldn't get the fancy report that I had. I'm waiting for our alarm data interface from Terry Man out of Casanova to short things up. We hit a snafu, so I kind of feel bad. I submitted it last minute just to get something to you guys, and it'll be up and running hopefully in the next week, so I can get you guys some good numbers. So I apologize. If there's any questions, I'm right here.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Nate Stockman. It's an outstanding, it reflects great credit upon himself and the Homer Volunteer Fire Department. He's going to be recognized by the American Red Cross for his exceptional actions during a recent mutual aid incident. Deputy Chief Stockman went above and beyond the call of duty while responding to an emergency on Route 81 in the town of Preble. His quick thinking, leadership, and commitment to helping others exemplify the highest standards of the fire service, and that is true. So the American Red Cross is awarding him for the Workplace Safety Hero Award. And he will be honored at that event, which I believe is May.
I put something in your mailbox, Mr. Mayor. I can't attend. So I put it in there to kick down if any village representation wanted to go.
Okay. I've got it here. We'll discuss and make sure we have, see if we can get representation there.
You know, I also want to say I have, if I make it, 2 more years left. And then after that, I have to step down per our bylaws, and Deputy Chief Stockman would be an amazing representative for us. So, as the fire chief.
Great. I also want to kudos to the entire department for their actions at 35 James Street. It was amazing. And I know you guys have been busy the past couple of days. So good work to everybody on a high op tempo there. All right.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Anything else for the group, Jay?
Nope, it's all good. Some interesting calls have happened over the past couple days, and it's good to have a good repertoire of membership to be able to answer the calls. So
I have a motion to accept the Homer Fire Department report.
I'll make a motion.
In a second,
Second.
just any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard, carried. Police report. Chief, anything you want to highlight out of the police report?
Been busy.
I move that we accept the police report.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Further discussion is, we have an outstanding fire department, we have an outstanding police department, and despite all the joshing, they work very well together, and that's amazing. So, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? None heard, carried. Recreation. There it is. Andrew, anything you wanna add to the report?
No, sir.
I see we have the movies on the green selected,
We do.
so Zootopia 2, I'll be there for that. SpongeBob the movie, Minecraft movie, Hoppers, Elio, and Bad Guys 2. All right, music on the green dates will be Wednesdays. We are still figuring out the selection, correct?
Correct.
As soon as we have that, we'll get that out there.
We did just receive a sponsorship for Music on the Green. As of today, Bob's Barbecue is going to sponsor us for the series for the amount of $2,000.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Bob's
great.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, and then I saw that we've got for the seniors, the CRT senior trip, June 7th, Bob's Barbecue at Oklahoma. I remember signing the voucher for that today. So I am jealous, but I don't meet the age requirement yet. So. All right, anything else, Andrew? Oh, last thing, ice rink is done for the year. Yeah, so.
Solid River.
Uh,
Watched it go yesterday. The bonfire out.
I would entertain a motion to approve the recreation report.
Make a motion to approve the recreation report.
Can I have a second?
Yeah.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard? Carried. All right, water and sewer. So we had about 20, I think it's 22, Dan, water meters that were not reading properly. No, But we had the reps out here today. They got it taken care of. It's down to 16, so they were working with our water and sewer department today, and we'll see how much that goes down. Worst comes to worst, they just go out and do a manual read for those 16, but I think we can get them back online.
Make a motion that we approve the water and sewer report.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None heard, carried. Privilege of the floor. Yes,
I may.
please. I really don't read, really. Can we just get to the guy next to you? That's the exciting.
He's a lot more interesting, I'll give you that. It's good to be back in person tonight with all of you. It's good to be here. I thank you for your patience, as I myself have undergone some professional development opportunities related to my new daytime job, and Tuesdays have unfortunately been one of the evenings to have suffered. But it is good to be with you in person. I hope that my memoranda to you have been helpful on providing updates onto county activities. I will continue to provide those. So I'll leave it there. Does anybody have any questions on anything that I sent to you in my most recent memo?
Did I miss the meeting when we were gonna have the where was it? See, I do. Oh, here it is, the climate smart communities.
No. Thank you for pointing that out. So this Thursday, the Ag Planning and Environment Committee at the county is going to be hosting a presentation on climate smart communities. I was happy to orchestrate that presentation. We have our regional coordinator for the program coming to Cortland to be presenting on what Cortland County can do to move forward in that program. It's kind of been on the back burner since 2019, pre-COVID. We are a climate smart community officially, Cortland County is, but we have not done anything further beyond signing our name to the entry resolution, if you will. And I know Homer, the village of Homer has been a local leader in that program, so it'd be wonderful to have some Homer representation there if possible at 10 a.m. because you can speak personally and professionally as to the positive impacts of that program. So we hope to learn as to what Cortland County can do with that program, and looking forward to it. So, but really, the big news for me is the completion of the Cortland County Poet Laureate legislative initiative. Cortland County is the most recent county in New York State to now have a poet laureate among our ranks. We're the smallest county in New York State to have a poet laureate, but that does not mean that the poet laureate of Cortland County is a small job. Phil Asoff is here tonight with me. We are doing our very best to get him out to meet as many players as we possibly can. We want to fill up his schedule with opportunities to promote literary work, poetic work, and supporting what I really call the arts industry that we have here in Cortland County, because we've got organizations like Center for the Arts and they're a jewel. We've got organizations like CRT and they're a jewel. But we also have youth drama clubs in our schools. We also have creative writing clubs. We also have book clubs. We have a lot of different organizations that are contributing to the arts industry, specifically in Cortland, that produces a lot of economic value. So Bill is here. That he wants to introduce himself to.
Phil Asoff, thank you. Mr. Mayor and trustees, I'm very, very glad to be here. And Reed and I are going to work very closely together on this position in this program. I have a great deal of experience as a writer and as an educator, specifically a teacher of poetry. So we have been brainstorming many ideas and things are underway already. Poetry contests, certainly, for youngsters, for teens, for college students, and for adults. And we decided together that the inauguration, my inauguration, will be a collective event where we're celebrating the finalists who didn't quite get my position, but nonetheless have great work to offer. So I know that poetry is a slow art in a fast world, but it's not boring. It's very interesting, it's very varied. And from the get-go, which will be April 2nd, 7 p.m. on the main stage in the center across the street, we'll kick off this program, this position, with about 5 voices. And so the goal is to build a community right away from day one. And I look forward to every part of this county helping in any way I can. And I have a great deal of experience and a lot of public speaking experience as well. And I love the thing I'm doing. I couldn't be honored more. So I hope you'll see more of me. All gonna get invitations to the invitations. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Congratulations and
Thank you
welcome
very
aboard.
much.
We've got, in the village of Homer, we've got events running year round, in the winter, in every season. So Broadway Truck Show, recreation events. So if there is an event that would be appropriate to, or say, be kicked off by the poet laureate with an offertory poem. Bill is here for that purpose, for that function. Please reach out to him. His contact information is going to be up on the Cortland County website on the poet laureate page. So he's available for those purposes to really uplift the spirit and culture of Cortland County. So that's all I got for you.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Reed. One last thing on Reed's notes is that he would like to see term limits for county legislators. What I would like to see is that the county legislators do offset elections. Right now, the entire county legislature is up for election once every 4 years. We at the village level and many other communities do offset elections, half and half. I think that would be great for our county. So in addition to Reed's term limits, I would like to see us do offset. And the other thing I would like to just mention is Reed is great getting this newsletter out. But I know he also talks with Linda Jones, and I know those you two work well together. If anybody's wondering why she's not here, it's because anything that she has to add, she'll let either myself or Reed know. Yeah, so, but Reed, these are great, and I've got your other thing that we will have out on our counter.
Great, thank
for
you.
Our thanks. So, does anybody have anything for Reed or our new county poet laureate?
Thanks, Reed. Nice to meet you, Phil.
Thanks for being here.
Well-
Thank you.
All right, do we have anybody else for privilege of the floor? Okay, Chief's been working long hours, so I'm going to. So privilege of the floor is done. I'm gonna move to item B of old business. We're looking at the comp time policy. We're looking at our comp time payout. And I talked with Chief Pittman on that. The SROs, we're gonna look at on a separate line. Chief Pittman is going to get back to us on what we're gonna do with that. So the comp time payout that we're looking at for right now would only be our full-time officers, Rooster, Cohen, and Smiley. So I would like to, if somebody would entertain a motion to pay out the comp time for those three, and then we'll come back and Chief will give us Chief, anything else you want to add on that?
No, you and I talked about some ideas today and I'll get back to you on that.
Okay,
That's what we're doing.
Great.
We'll stop.
So the amount for those three is reasonable, it's within our budget, we have the money to pay it.
it would be $3,026.44.
I would make a motion that we authorize the comp time payout as outlined by the chief in this for 2026 for our three full-time officers.
In the amount of,
Yeah, thank you. In the amount of $3,026.44.
can I have a second? All right, any other discussion? This is something that we're gonna have to go back and relook. Our entire employee handbook needs a fresh set of eyes looking at this. This will be part of it. All right, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard? Thanks, chief.
Thank you.
All right. Going back to item A, last meeting, we discussed whether or not we wanted to keep with the quarterly payroll or go to a monthly. We got a lot of the penguin shrugs. You know,
It's
and
easier for them.
so,
Talking to the girls, they're going back to the quarters, you said was, they got all figured out.
Yeah,
So it'd be,
Right.
it's gonna be just as easy for them to stay with quarterly.
yeah. So what it'll be is it'll be 5 paychecks, but quarterly. So the one paycheck will cover 2 months under the old fiscal year. And then we will get another paycheck for the quarterlies for 1 month under the new fiscal year. And then the 3 remaining will be under the quarterly schedule. All right, so that gets us on track.
Need a motion for that or just?
We don't need a motion for that. We'll just go with we're making the decision. We're gonna go stick with the quarterly. And just the item C is the EV chargers. This is just a discussion so that we keep it to the forefront of our minds. As a lot of things we are doing will sometimes get kicked to the curb and then they get forgotten. So one of the things is I think we need to look at whether or not we take one of the chargers, one of the nozzles out of service for safety reasons.
Yeah, there's a problem with the other plug is now acting up.
Yes, and I called about that today.
I also called that.
So there we go. We'll get a couple. Yes, but it's also on my radar to call them general about other stuff, but yes, I mean,
Okay.
the one with the wires still works, but yes, I have been wondering all winter as the water froze around it, whether it was gonna be to the point where we should take it out soon.
What's that?
The catch fire, they're gonna be in a while.
No.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right. All right.
Just to prevent that.
So something, let's see, March, April, how about the first meeting in April? And then, we'll readdress how we're going to do the whole thing or not. All right.
Yes.
Just give it to Claude.
Exactly. We already gave us some good insights, just need to review them.
All right, does anybody else have anything under old business? All right, new business, we already discussed item A. Item B is the Vestas settlement. So this was something that we had issues with our old service provider. I think this is the cleanest way to, and it's the cheapest.
We did mats and towels for all departments and everything else. Up here at Town Hall takes care of this place. But yes, their local contractor was derelict. And we told them that, did everything by the book per the customer agreement contract that we have, as far as notify them, let them have 60 days to respond. They never did. So I went back and forth, a few other folks went back and forth. Then we finally had a letter from their attorney, it was collection agency attorney, and asking for $55,000 from the village for all hosts of matter of things. I called him and told him in uncertain terms that was absolutely ridiculous. And this is what we're going to do. And so he's, as you can see in the highlighted section, they're gonna take a little under $2,000, which actually is probably borderline where the actual invoices that we do owe come to that amount.
Yeah, their claim is that it matches the unpaid invoice exactly without all the bogus fees that.
Yeah.
They had, so.
Well, they did come to the fire department for months and months and months and months, and we kept billing us, and the only reason to know that is because they had key fob, the times they were coming. There's no recording of it. And when I went to the police department, they also got them on video, I think 2 or 3 times, the guy came, didn't even knock on the door, just looked in, saw nobody, and walked back out the same routes and sent us a bill.
So this will clear this and we can move forward. All right.
Okay.
I've entertained a motion to accept the settlement of $1,980.62.
I make a motion that we accept the settlement of $1,980.62. To cover the unpaid invoice balance to Vestas.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Okay. All right, approve one seasonal DPW MEO at $19.04 an hour.
Make a motion that we approve one seasonal DPW MEO. The amount of $19.04 per hour.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion?
When you say MEO, does that mean they're gonna have a class CDL license?
Well, they may not. I have to check and see on that.
Likely for $19 then.
Yeah. But that's not you, that's why we're bringing them on board for. Okay. Just asking. Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
And my
Oh,
question is just, will this be a full-time position for the seasonal?
for the seasonal.
Thank you.
Do we have a motion? Do you have a
Motion is second.
Second.
Discussion.
Discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? None heard, okay. All right, approve the two seasonal cemetery positions not to exceed $19.36 per hour. We generally have two people that we keep bringing back, and that's why it is up to, if these two come back, that's what their rate would be. If one of them was to decide not to, then we would see who comes in board, and they might come on board at a lower rate depending upon their longevity. So that's why this one says, not to exceed $19.36. Okay. Can I get a motion?
Motion that we approve two seasonal cemetery positions not to exceed $19.36 per hour.
Can I have a second?
A second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Approve one part-time recreational specialist not to exceed $16.95 an hour. And we have our rec guy right here in case you have any questions on that.
Make a motion that we approve one part-time recreational specialist not to exceed $16.95 per hour.
Second,
Second.
discussion?
Andrew, this is besides the Brook, right? Or is that her?
This will be Brooks' position.
Oh,
There, before we had last year, I don't know if we brought it before, Kirsten, who was with us for 2 years, has finished her, her undergrad work. She's focused on grad school. Mike will be on as needed. He's back in school. The other two young ladies are in college and seeking internships, so they're up in the air, so they may or may not return. But the young lady that's filling this position also is an excellent student. She was accepted at the Carver School of Medicine at Iowa University in August. So we've got great staff, which comes with good news and bad news.
Yeah.
Good news is they're great when they're here. Bad news is they're moving on.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None heard, approved. All right, the Boy Scouts are having a camporee at the Living History Center. They're requesting the use of the linear park space for some of their events. Dan, can you tell us that we've got the
We have a hold harmless and we're on with certificate of insurance.
can I have a motion
To go it all,
Yep. Is that,
motion to allow.
okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Our linear park is getting used, or the Hodge Riverwalk Park. Okay. All right, we have, for those of our pet folks, on April 1st, Portland County's free rabies vaccination clinic will be 6 to 8 p.m. at the Cortland County Office Building Gym at 60 Central Avenue. We will have these at the village office. I think you can find these online too. So just make sure you register. That's the important thing. We will also have, they have other dates, May, July, September, and November. So if you can't make the April one, there's a bunch more coming up. That's just for informational purposes. All right, Dan, you're up.
You'd like to read the title?
Well, we're gonna discuss a re-levy error on 22 village property tax bills.
So as you may know, January water bills go out, residents have 31 days to pay. After January 31st, the village cannot accept for law payment due to our fiscal year close. And so anyone who does not pay by the 31st, bills are re-levied on their tax bills. It's usually pretty perfunctory, there's not very many. This go around tax season, for some reason, the communication between the village and our Bank of Dryden, was lacking as that Bank of Dryden held on to 22 receipts of paid water bills. For some reason, no discussions through the entirety of the month of February that we had these. Finally got them and realized the error. You'll see in my email that I sent to one customer, essentially the solution to this problem is those 22 properties have paid. However, they were re-levied. But per real property or per guidance from real property, the entire tax bill that has been sent to them also needs paid in full. The workaround to try to pull that re-levy off is cumbersome to us, cumbersome to real property, and certainly cumbersome to the taxpayer. So recommending to them that essentially there will be double bills. They credit one for the payment already received, credit two for the amounts of re-levy on their tax bills. Come April, there'll be a nice double credit on their water bill. So to reflect those payments. And like I said, it only reflects these 22 properties.
Have we communicated with the property owners, ratepayers?
We have not reached out to them. We wanted to get the tax bills out first, let them come in. Like I said, one property owner has already reached out, and I anticipate that's going to happen again. If the property owner does not reach out for whatever reason, they'll get a nice little double credit on their water bill. Most likely that's when they'll reach out and go, why don't have to pay a water bill? And we'll happily explain what has transpired.
Okay.
So you guys are up to date on that and the solution that we are following on that.
Okay.
Any other questions for Dan? Okay. Comments by the attorney. Okay. So let's see, I think I started on this side last time, so I'm gonna start with Mike this time.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Liz?
The only thing I was gonna mention is that, I'm planning to go to the Portland Counts Forum on Friday. I don't know if folks are aware, it's, I think, hosted officially by the Seven Valleys Health. And so it's a variety of things around what's happening in Portland County, and so I have plans to go at least for the morning. But it's Friday from 9 to 3 at downtown CRT for anyone else. I think registration might be closed, but not 100% of that. And we'll bring back anything I learned that is relevant or useful.
Excellent.
But, and sadly, I don't think I can go though to the climate strike community that, for that, I have something else that day, but.
Tim?
I don't know if this one's there. You called me in your office about beautification
Yes.
and the day before, some nice young lady who works for the town of Homer was over there saying how she loves gardening and blah, 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 blah. So I called her over to our office. And she very welcomely volunteered, accepted to be the chairperson to do the beautification with us. And she is gung ho, and I think she wants to plant every street and every corner and everything. She's got ideas up to the yin yang in the last 3 days. I walk in here, she's got a piece of paper with ideas on it. It's Lindsay from town of Homer, clerk's office there, and I don't know her last name, sorry. But she is in a garden club and she has been emailing them every day about trying to get people, and our discussion was before it was a little problem, and she is actually handling that problem with all players out to get them over the little hump, to get them back to us. As she told me today. So I told her, keep on trucking.
Anything else? Excellent. Elizabeth?
Thank you, I don't have anything.
Well, you know, as the mayor, I always do.
Yes.
I got stuff. So one of the updates is last week, the Smart Growth Comprehensive Plan Steering Committee met. Great introduction, great start. And so we will be seeing more of that, and you'll be seeing more flyers as they do their outreach. So that was good. Second thing was the small project fund is started up. We had our first committee meeting. Well, we hadn't had our first committee meeting yet, but our committee is filled. But we had an outreach, an open house. We have currently 5 projects already submitted that the committee will review. We have at least 2 more that are in the queue that we know have attended and are gonna fill it out. So some of the things is within 30 days of application, they need a decision, and then within a year, the projects need to be completed. So I know a lot of people have been very patient in the village, but kind of anxious to see something start. This is it, okay? You are gonna start seeing things this summer as far as the DRI. Okay. So I think everybody is aware of the school financial and how that is impacting things. So I'm not gonna reiterate that. But I will say that we at the village level. So not only are we looking at how to make how we spend the money more efficient. But there's more to it, because you can only cut so much before you're making everything miserable and horrible. So we have to look at how we can increase our revenues and we'll be starting to do that. Part of it is, we'll be looking at the DRI funding, which will help bring businesses as big construction is doing. These people will need a place to eat and purchase. A lot of these projects also are mixed use. So we need to improve our available housing. And so some of these buildings that had vacant second floors will now have apartments on the second floor. The more people that we have in the village, the more we can spread out the costs to everybody, which brings everything down. We will be reviewing our health and insurance policies. And we will also be reviewing our organizational structure. And I just gave this to Nikki the other day. And I said, we need to have this by next week. So I'll pass this around, but that is a basic of our organizational structure for the village. And to make sure that we have the right people in the right place. And then after that, we'll make sure that we have the right equipment for the right people to do the job. I think we're doing pretty good. But just because of that doesn't mean we don't take a look at things. So we will take a look at those items, and that's where we're at right there for those. All right, NICOM is coming up. May 13th, May 14th, May 15th. Registration is open. If you are interested, talk to me or talk to Melissa. I think she has the other.
Let's do it. I know where Nikki has accounts payable.
Okay, and so, and if you can't make the spring one, which I think will be is good, they also have a fall one, but generally the spring ones are focused for new elected. I just checked their agenda. They have a lot of their concurrent sessions are still being developed.
We just posted this up. Oh, just saying.
Do they?
No, I'm saying that, because they haven't had the agenda up until like last week.
Right, yeah, they've got it filled with, generally the concurrent sessions consist of 2 to 3 things. Whoever goes, we will discuss beforehand who's gonna cover what. And then they're responsible for bringing that information back, because a lot of times in the past, there's a lot of things that one person, I would love to go to all 3, but you can't. So we split up things and then we report back. I know that's something you've talked about, Reed, and that's something that we do. But if you can't make it, we also have a fall session we'll see about that. Considering the, how new our board is, training is critical, and, so this will be good. Yeah, we have it budgeted, so. All right. And I think that's enough of that. So. Any questions, comments by the media? Sydney?
What issues have you been having with the EV charges? That needs discussion.
I am gonna hand that over to those that actually, well, for one.
Yeah.
One of the issues was that at some point it was supposed to be charged. A fee
yeah.
for use. And somewhere along the line that fell off or was never implemented.
Yeah, so that was something we've talked about, changing the structure, because currently it is free, it's available for free to anyone who uses it. Which I think at the beginning was an economic development incentive to try to get people to use that. I know a lot of folks at the Center for the Arts shows. But the plan is to now shift that. However, the equipment has some issues, and I think the particular vendor is also not servicing this particular equipment anymore. And so part of what is on my plate at the moment was to figure out what to do next, because the equipment is starting to, or one of them is on the edge of starting to malfunction. So want to make sure that it's still safe, and that, you know, that there's no challenges for the folks who are using it, or what are replacement options, and is that something we want to evaluate?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Anything else, Sydney? Jack, good, huh? Anybody from the gallery? All right, thank you all for coming. At this point, per New York State Public Officers Law, Article 7, Section 105, labor contracts and contracts in general, we need to go into executive session. Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
Oh, yeah, I need a motion.
Gonna make a motion now, it's
What was the best?
6:46 that we go into executive session.
Was it good basketball game?
Yeah,
They lost.
Second.
Where's the trip?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.